Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope.
This is an NB13 production.
Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope. Talking all facts, keeping egos. If you got receipts, brother, bring them to the show. When it come down to it, who to go? All you LeBron James fans, I want smoke. Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope. Everybody hates Pope. Talking all facts, keeping ego. If you got receipts, brother, bring them to the show. When it come down to it, who to go? All you LeBron James fans, I want smoke.
What up, what up, what up, man? Welcome to another episode of Everybody Hates Pope Radio. Been a minute, huh? Alright, I came in front, man. Your boy been a little bit distracted, but I'm back on my game. So today, man, what we're going to talk about is a video, a song that everybody is, I don't know, up in arms about, it seems like. Song is called WAP, right? By Cardi B and Meg the Stallion. WAP. Everybody talking about WAP. Wet ass pussy, right? Hey, man, let's not bullshit nobody, man. Like, we all brothers, man, fellas. We all love some wet ass pussy. Like, no need to bullshit, right? But the record is very controversial, man. It's very controversial. I mean, there's people that say that it's detrimental to the black community. There's people that say that she is glorifying hoeing. There's people that are just upset with her. And I think I fall into that category, by the way. But on the other end of the spectrum, there's a lot of people who say, man, look, man, Two Live Crew, dirty music, it's been around forever, man. Why y'all getting at this woman and these ladies now? You know what I mean? We want to express our sexuality, you know, all that stuff right there. So what I wanted to do, man, is have a show and get the opinions of people, man. I got some callers today. This should be a good show. I'm gonna sit back and listen to them. I may challenge them every now and then. Again, as I already stated, man, my opinion is very, very simple, man. I'm just not a fan of black women degrading themselves and lowering themselves down to being a piece of ass, a piece of meat, showing themselves as over-sexual freaks. I mean, we already, both black men and black women already have that stereotype that you know, we just have a uncontrollable sexual diet, you know what I mean? And I'm not a fan of promoting that negative stereotype. Don't know if you guys noticed, don't know if you noticed, but in America today, black women get married 20% of the time. That means that only 1 out of 4 black women will be married. 1 out of 4 black women will be married. Despite the fact that the black woman is the most educated woman in America, only 1 out of 4 black women will be married. So as someone that, you know, is a fan of family and things of that nature, the fact that only 1 out of 4 black women get married, that's a little bit disturbing. And when I see these type of videos come out, I feel as though that will only contribute to that negative stereotype. I just don't see how that helps us. I don't see how this helps little girls that may see this video. I don't see how it helps little boys that may see this video. Because if you don't know this, ladies, men don't like proud hoes. Men don't like proud hoes. And you're wondering to yourselves, man, why men don't like this? Oh, if a dude said the same thing, they'd like it. Men don't like it because men don't like proud hoes. We don't like proud hoes. So even if it's a little boy, they don't like that female that is that's manly with their sexuality. That's a turn off, man. That's a turn off. So that can contribute to the 26% marriage rate. So I don't understand how it benefits anybody. No one. How does it benefit the community? How does it benefit the family? How does it benefit Cardi? And how does it benefit Meg? I don't even think it benefits them. Although they just, they'll get the bag for the moment. But it was just the other day that Meg got shot in her foot, and then she turned into Maya Angelou and wanted to cry about how black men don't respect black women. All of a sudden, you want to bust your pussy wide open. You want to spread your cheeks all day long, twerk all day long, and lower yourself to nothing but a sexual object, but then get mad when you're not respected. When did anybody ever respect hoes? You know what? I'm not gonna go in. I ain't even gonna go in. But check this out though. I'm gonna go ahead and make a phone call, and we're gonna talk to the ladies about this. We're gonna talk to the ladies about this.
Hello?
Shannon.
Yep.
What's up? Hey, welcome to Everybody Hates Poke. You are on the show.
Wait a minute. Sorry about that. Okay, now I think I can hear you.
All right, you hear me better now?
Yep.
Good. Well, Shannon, I want to give you a chance to introduce yourself. You are now on the show, Everybody Hates Poke, and we're talking about the WAP video, the WAP song, and we want to get your opinion on it. But before, could you please introduce yourself to the people?
Well, I'm Shannon. I'm a friend of yours. We've known each other, a good 20 years now. And I'm in my 40s, and I'm not a prude. I will say that before I start anything that I say about this song. So, but I do have some opinions about it.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm happy that you got some opinions because I got some questions. This song is just a very polarizing song. It seems like there's two sides of the aisle. Either you are definitely with it. You are into women expressing their sexual expressions, and men has done this forever, blah blah blah, all this type of things. But then there's others that say, you know what, this is just over the top, over the line, detrimental to the black community and things of that nature. Which side of the aisle are you on?
Okay, so it's strange. I'm not condoning the whole song, only because there's always been a vulgar song. I think there was even a song back in 1935 that was rather vulgar. But I'm not for the song all like that, especially at least now. The reason why is, at least back in our day when we were in our 20s and even teens, there was all types of music out there. Now, I still listen to music from the 90s, but from what I can tell, it doesn't seem like there's that variety like it was back in the day. So it seems like whoever this Cardi B and Meg the Stallion chick are, it seems like it's what's topping the charts and what these kids hear nowadays, or even people our age, what the new music is out there. So overall for the song, it's a time and a place for the song. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have made it. It should be on the B side maybe, but I'm not all for it either.
Wow, you said something that is amazing that was in my head, but I never really thought about it. But basically what you are addressing is the balance issue. There's no balance. Like, the song would be okay if we were in a time where there were a lot more positive songs out. Am I hearing you
right?
correctly?
Yeah. I mean, at least back then, like, we had the Queen Latifahs and MC Lights and the Salt and Peppers, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And on top of that, a few years later, you get the Little Kims and Foxy Browns and stuff, which was, pushing the envelope even for us. And of course, that envelope's always going to get pushed, but at least there was that balance. Now, there's another flip side to that. I think we were all raised the same way. We had a solid foundation, and just bringing the church in it. Like, our parents raised us that way. So we knew the difference, you know what I mean? We knew what was right and what was wrong. And that we knew that the songs that we were listening to, we would blush at them. We were making sure we weren't playing that around our parents, the songs that were kind of vulgar.
Absolutely.
and just bumping it around our friends. But
We knew it was wrong.
right, we did. But now it seems like, from what I can tell, WAP's out and somebody can sit right next to their parent with it. And if their parent is telling them, okay, yeah, this is a little catchy thing. Yeah, we had crazy songs back in the day too. But I don't see what parent would do that because that song is vulgar. But we never sat down and listened to something like that. I think the most crazy song or vulgar song that I guess we listened to with our parents, not saying that we purposely did it, but if it came on, was like Sexual Healing by Marvin Gaye, you know? But by that time, I mean, it was just a song and we were young. Yeah, doing the butt. Yeah, that was my, you know what? That was my jam back in the day. That was my jam. And I was grown before I really figured out all of it. But, but this song, at least, it is vulgar. You know what I mean? But like we were talking about, Put It in Your Mouth. Put It in Your Mouth was vulgar. And yes, I can sing every word to it still to this day. Do I blush about it? Yeah. But there's a time and place for that song. And it's not in my everyday playlist of songs either. You know what I mean? It's the kind of song that it comes on, you be like, hey, I remember there was a time. And then you might just step back into that little time and start singing along with it and then, straighten up. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, I completely agree with you. So far, you're saying that there's no balance in today's music. There's not enough balance to pull something off like that. And you're saying there's a time and place for everything, which I completely agree with. I feel like people are forgetting the fact that we are right now on the world stage fighting for our equality. Right.
You know what? Even like Real Housewives of Atlanta and stuff, right? I hate that show because it makes people think like that's how us Black women, how we act with our friends, how we act with ourselves. And one of my friends went to Mexico. And when she came back, she said, don't you know in Mexico, they really thought that's how we act, Right. And so with you saying like we're on the world stage, yeah, that's Mexico, but still people are looking at us. They're looking at everything that we're dealing with, the protests, the injustice that we're facing. And then you have these two chicks who have a platform. I'm not saying that they're the role models. I wouldn't want my kids to be looking up to them, but come on, let's be honest. Our kids listen to music, but they are what's being seen out there, So on the world stage, they see, we're, cops hate us. It seems like every white person hates us, even though that they don't. But, I'm just saying, it seems like we're all battling each other. And then out of nowhere, you get these two freaks all naked on a video and talking about letting their little thingy hit the dude's thingy, the little thingy in the back of their throat. I listened to the song. I didn't want to, but I listened to it so I could know what I was talking about to talk to you guys today. So I'm like, wait a minute. So where does that come from? You know what I mean? Like, we're fighting all this stuff. There's protests left and right. And then boom, out of nowhere, this freaky stuff. When they could actually just use their platform for something else. Or like I said, put it on the B side, but come out with something a little more positive to put out there.
Exactly.
But you know what? They're
in this moment, like you telling me that. I mean, I think that Cardi is a talented rapper. She got talent. Meg Thee Stallion, I'm not so sure of. I'm not gonna judge, but I know that Cardi got talent. From listening to her, I think she could actually rap. But the thing about it is, I'm just like looking at it like, why couldn't y'all put out a decent song, a positive song? Like, I don't understand.
Even if it was something a little catchy and a little freaky, did it have to be that daggone freaky? You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, yeah. Even though with everything going on, I'm not saying that everybody has to be all power to the people right now. But even if you did want to put out something that's just a little like, okay, let's let our hair down. But dang, that's vulgar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the part that some people are missing. It's, they're comparing it to other songs. But in the history of dirty songs, this might be the actual most dirty song that I heard. I didn't even make it through. I made it to like a minute. I was like, oh, wow. I mean, 2 Live Crew made some stuff, but this is this is up there. This is up there with the.
But think about it. When we listen to Two Live Crew, though, right?
Mhm.
I remember the beat more so than anything. Now, in your subconscious, you heard the song, and who knows, maybe a lot of people heard the song, but I heard the beat mostly. And I was also very young, and I didn't understand what I was listening to, but now I know.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But real quick before I forget about this, they are only doing what they are told as well.
By
Because
who?
we also have to, by whoever the powers that be in the music industry.
And who is
You know
that?
what I mean? Like, okay, you're going to now think I'm conspiracy theorist. The Illuminati and the rest of them, telling them what to say, what to do. You want this money, basically. You want to be rich and you want to be these superstar entertainers. You're basically going to put out the music that we want you to put out. Like even back in the day when they wanted us to only, or, you know, our black men to only rap about killing each other and stuff. When it didn't even have to be about that, but that was the only way that they were going to get any kind of like notoriety or whatever. You know what I mean? Is if they put out the mean and the evil and the raunchy and stuff, you know, and using the N word left and right and calling us women the B word and everything. You know what I mean? So these chicks are, I mean, it's up to them to say yes or no, but obviously they want to make a name for themselves. They want to make money for themselves. Like, I don't know much about Cardi B, but I guess she was a stripper before and realized that she has some kind of rapping talent, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So she's playing off of that. She's playing off of being the stripper. She's playing off of being raunchy the way she is. And she also wants to make money. I don't know if strippers struggle or not. I have no idea. But she's probably like in a comfortable spot right now. So in that comfortable spot, she's doing as she's told.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody had to release that or tell them to release something like this. So her and this chick, they probably came up with the song, or whoever wrote the song or whatever, they probably thought it was a cool thing to do. But if they were really consciously thinking, I would think that they would be like, the same way we're thinking, like maybe we shouldn't do this right now. But then too, they're about just making their own money right now. They bump everybody else or who they bring down with them.
I completely agree with that. And you I actually had a couple prepared questions for you, and you like answered them. But this is the funny thing, that nobody, I feel like the people that support this song and the people that support this video, they are not being deep thinkers. They're really just thinking on the surface. Yeah, because you're saying that, you know, understand that there are gatekeepers to this industry.
Mm-hmm.
And why is it that these people, you know, why is it that these people is asking that they put out a video like this? And we got to understand who the gatekeepers is, and then we got to understand what their intentions are. What are their intentions of this song?
Well, they know, like, there are so many of us that are surface, and there's so many of us younger people that are so surface that anything to like just turn our minds from something. So yeah, we do have all this unrest going on in our country, but it's like, ooh, squirrel. So they throw out these two pretty girls that are built a certain way, you know, and talking about some nasty stuff. And that even for a moment is going to divert the attention of young boys, young girls, you know, and they're going to make them think, okay, this is hot for now, you know. So there's a whole bunch of, you know, puppet masters around here, you know what I mean? And especially in the entertainment industry, you know, so they know what they're doing. They know the timing of what they did to put the song out, you know, all of that. So the whole thing is bigger than what we see at the moment. So there's the song, that's one issue. There's the timing of how this song came out and who is telling them to put the song out and what's really going on. And some people need to see between the lines and look at the bigger picture of what's really going on instead of just this surface song. But some of us, and I don't care if you're black or white or whatever, some of us are surface people, and then they just see the surface. Right now, and I guess the reason why I'm getting a little bit of flack from it is because I'm looking at it a little bit deeper than just the surface, and I guess some people are mad about that.
Hey, well, you know what, Shannon? Like, we're in agreement, and you are a woman. And it's funny because I was on your Facebook post today, and I had been thinking about doing this show for a couple days, but there was a piece of me that's like, nah, just leave it alone. I don't like arguing with women. You know what I mean? So I'm like, just leave it alone.
I noticed that.
Yeah. I try to stay away. They don't get my best, that's for sure. So I'm just like, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna leave it alone. But at the same time, it's like, man, our people need to hear both sides of the equation. And I have a platform, so I want people to hear all the opinions, both sides of the equation, and then you make up your own mind.
Right. And you know what? I'm not saying that I let that go on my post for a while because I wanted to see everyone's opinion. And I'm not saying that, my girls were wrong. You know what I mean? I do see what they're saying. Like, I didn't think of it that way, but then too, I'm not thinking of it that way either. Like, oh, a woman can just do whatever, and she can rap about sex if she wants to because sex is healthy. You know what? Sex is healthy. That's why I sent y'all the let's talk about sex. That is healthy. And back in the day, Salt and Pepper rapped about that. You know what I mean? And made it kind of tasteful of when they did it because they talked about the whole responsibility of it. And there's nothing wrong with when you want to get a little freaky with your significant other, you know what I mean? That you throw on something like that. That's totally fine. You want to throw on this little new song? Hey, go ahead and go for it. But to act like it's totally okay, it's not, because women and men, because they were jumping on how men tried to say women shouldn't act a certain way, women shouldn't act like men. But really,
I think I may have said that.
Yeah, but I agree. Women and men are different, and the sad part is there is that double standard. No matter which way you look at it, there is that double standard. Should there be? No, but there is, and it also falls in the line of, before I try to say this, you know how they say a woman should watch how she dresses so she doesn't get raped? I don't agree with that, because a woman should not be raped at all. At all. A man should be able to control himself. But whenever you are just out there, just being raunchy, being vulgar, if you're walking around quoting or talking just like how they're talking in that song all the time, you're not giving a man something to respect. So how is a man, because no matter what, men are surface too, men are visual, and most men are dogs. So whenever they see a chick that's just going to give it up like that or doesn't care about herself like that, they're going to go ahead and jump on that. But then when you're about 40 something years old like me, and you're still talking like that, but yet you want a man to be like Babyface for you, they're going to be like, no, but you're talking like Cardi B. How am I going to be a Babyface for you? You know what I mean?
Right.
So you kind of got to give a man something to respect. But the other hand is, a man's got to be respectful too. Like, he should know, and I'll go back to like the rape thing. A man should know not to touch a woman, or, like in that way, or just jump on a woman. They need to have some kind of self-control too. And all of that goes back to home training.
Let me say something though.
Uh-huh.
You're right. A man should know not to, do nothing like that. Okay. But I'm going to go in. The thing is this. You always got to consider people that don't know no better. You always got to consider that.
Yeah, you have to.
Right?
Oh, yeah, because there's some idiots out there.
Because it goes both ways. So say as a man,
Uh-huh.
let's say I go into the bar and I'm drinking, I'm chilling, I'm kicking, I got my money up on the bar, right? Let's say I got $50 up on the bar. I'm about to go to the bathroom. I got enough sense to know, let me take my money with me.
Right.
I'm not going to operate with the logic of, you know what, I should be able to leave my $50 up here and nobody take it. No, if I leave that $50 up here, somebody can take it, because they might not, they might be thieves. Everybody ain't honorable, everybody. So you know, when
Oh, and here's the flip side to the bar thing.
okay,
Us women, we have a bar or a drink at the bar, but we got to go to a restaurant. We have been drilled in our heads. Don't leave your drink.
yeah,
Don't leave your drink
somebody might
behind.
put something in it.
Yep.
There you
Finish
go.
your drink, or wait till you come back and get a new drink. Or if you did leave your drink, get a new one. You know.
Yep.
So it's the same way. And why? Because there's idiots out there
There's
that will
idiots
slip
out
you a
there.
Mickey.
There you go. There you go. You know
You
what I
know.
mean? Yeah.
And
Well,
it all comes from home training, or even there's some people that had the home training and they just don't know any better because of whatever reason, awkward, or they were sheltered too much, or I don't know. There's a whole gamut of reasons, but it all boils down to everyone should be respectful. And I do agree that a woman should be respectful and give a man something to respect, and vice versa. You know.
wow.
Like a man should give a woman something to respect as well, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I might get a lot of flack for that if anyone hears that, but it's true. And
You
I'm
ain't
not
gonna get
saying
no
that
flat. You just dropped some jewels. You were honest. You dropped
Yeah.
some jewels.
yeah. And I mean, there was a point in time I was young, you know what I mean? And young and dumb, but I'm 42 now, so I got to evolve, you know what I mean? And like, as I was listening to Cardi and them song today,
Mhm.
and the type of dude that they said they wanted. Okay, well, back in the day, they always said what that song, Roughneck. I need a roughneck,
Right.
you know. Okay, but back in the day, I wanted a roughneck. But then somewhere like in my late 20s into my 30s, I'm like, I need, you know, a nice dude, someone that's not going to be a roughneck, but also maybe he might be a roughneck in the sheets, just like I'm a freak in the sheets for him. But I'm gonna be a lady out in these streets, though.
Mm-hmm.
You see, so
Well, I feel you.
I
I mean,
don't
but I think that's the key to everything. Like, older folks
You
gotta
found-
act like older folks, man. If you're 30 and older, you should
Mm-hmm.
know right from wrong. But it's
Mhm.
scary and it's an issue because I mean, the older today is different. The older females, they're kicking this. They're listening to this in the car. They're listening to this in the car. And so you got
Right.
you got young boys listening to this. You got young girls listening to this because the parents and then that's the other side of the equation. Like, oh well, you know, if you're a good parent, your kid ain't got. We don't know right from wrong no more. Like you got good
Right.
women. They are actually good women. They're good parents and everything. But this is a song that they will really just like listen to with their children.
right,
But they're good.
Right,
They're good parents. They don't think that this is wrong.
and I don't understand how they can't. This song or any other raunchy song, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Shannon, I thank you for coming on. I want you to be a guest on the show again. I mean,
Okay.
we don't always agree on things, you know what I mean? But whatever the case,
No, we don't.
yeah, we don't. But whatever the case, you know, you're very intelligent. You know what you're talking about. You're welcome back at any time.
Well, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, and you have a great night.
You too.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Hey man, sister dropped some jewels, didn't she? Sister dropped some jewels. But we about to change lanes right now. All right. So right there we had a sister that's saying, "Listen, man, that's just a little out of pocket." All right. So now we about to talk to a younger female. She's with the shits. All right. We gonna see what she's talking about. All right. I mean, she supports it, man. She says, "Yo, leave Cardi B and Meg alone." See what she says.
Hello.
Alyssa.
Hi.
What's up? What's up? Hey, listen, you on the show. You on Everybody Hates Pope, and very, very, very excited. For all the listeners, we are online with Alyssa. Liz is super intelligent. This is a young lady that we've had our private discussions before, right, Liz?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I've won every single one of those discussions, right?
Absolutely.
Well, look, we're having this discussion today about the Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion song "WAP." I'm sure you're familiar with it.
Absolutely.
All right, then cool. Listen, I got some questions for you. I feel like you're a fan of the song, but I got some questions for you, and we're gonna walk through this, and the listeners want to know
Oh,
how you feel about it. Okay.
okay.
All right. So the song "WAP," okay, is a polarizing song and a video. I mean, it got people either saying, "Yo, I'm not really with that. That's detrimental to the movement and the black community." But then you got people that says, "Listen, man, sisters should be able to express themselves sexually. There ain't nothing wrong with it. If you don't want your kids listening to it, be a better parent." Which side of the aisle are you on?
So, first of all, you know that I'm all for women expressing themselves in whichever way they see fit. As far as kids listening to it, I feel like people are just being really a little bit oversensitive. As a parent myself, I feel like you know what you are and are not willing to subject your child to. So, me personally, as much as I love Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, that's not something that I let my daughter listen to on the regular. My daughter heard me listening to WAP the other day. She said, "Mommy, that's a great song." I said, "No, it's not for you." So I don't think that you should hold anybody accountable for the things that you subject your child to hearing, especially if they're talking about small children. Just censor your kids. You have to censor everything else that they see. Why stop with Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion?
Hmm. Okay. So to that, I ask you this: in this age, I mean, we're all parents. We're all parents.
Right.
I found it very hard to control actually everything that my kids are seeing between the
Mm-hmm.
phones, the laptops, the tablets, YouTube. I just find it very, very hard to control them. Even if they're going to a friend's house and their friends are watching it, it seems as though somebody is watching something. Um, Explain to me how, as parents, we can actually stop our kids from watching or listening to this stuff.
So, in my aspect, I mean, when your kids are old enough to be around other people unsupervised, you're right. You can't control what they see, and you can't control what they hear, but you can control what they know they are and aren't allowed to do. You know what I mean? Kids are going to be kids regardless, just like grown women are going to be grown women. I mean, if my kid knows that she's not allowed to be singing about some WAP, then it's up to her to do what I taught her. It's all about what you instill in your children. You're the teacher of your child. You can't let the media raise your kids. I mean, they're going to hear it regardless, but it's all about what you and your household teach your children is okay.
Okay, all
That's all.
right, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Now, okay, let's go. Let's dig a little deeper. Let me ask you this: What good, exactly? What good can come from a song and a video of this nature? Like, what good can come from it?
So, me personally, everybody knows that this song is wild, first of all. So, I'm not going to sit here and go all full blown, oh, women empowering women, and you can say what you want because men say what they want. But honestly, like, just like men like to listen to music that makes them feel a way, women like to listen to music that makes them feel a way. They invoke an emotion out of everybody. They got to get something out of everybody, and I think that it brings up good conversation. First of all, we're having one. Second of all, what female doesn't want to talk about how how good their sex is? You know what I mean? Like, period. If I'm old enough to tell you how good my sex is, and there's a song that's about how good some sex is, that's what it is. You know what I mean? You like what you, and I feel like it's good for who it's good for. Everything's not for everybody, though.
Man, once again, you are not easy to tie down, man. All right, okay, okay.
You can't silence the women.
No, no, definitely not. We don't want to. So I'm happy that you said that. I'm happy you said that. Let me ask you this: Why is this so important? Because I hear it a lot. Women want to express their sexuality. Tell me why it's so important for women of today to express their sexuality. What is it that us dudes we're not understanding?
So the reason why for me personally, and a lot of the women that I know, and a lot of any woman that's like me, when you have people of power like the president that can say things like "grab her by the pussy," you can do whatever you want, and a big majority of people say that that's okay. That's boy talking. That's what they say, right? Locker room talk, I want to say, is the term that they use. Women talk like that too. And it's not fair for there to be that double standard. Now there comes the conversation of it just flat out not being ladylike. Like y'all are talking like a bunch of whores. At one point, that's what it becomes. But I mean, at the end of the day, if women can't express themselves sexually, then anything that a woman does at that point that is sexual puts her in the line of fire. It puts her in a bad place. If I can't talk about my sex, then when I do talk about my sex, I'm wrong. But a man can talk about my sex. A man can talk about his sex. It's just leveling the playing field. Everybody knows the lyrics to "Swabble My Knob" from front to back. There was no problem with that.
Okay, stop. All right. There was a huge problem with that. Like, I've noticed that. I've been listening to that, and I'm hearing people like say, you know what? They don't mess with the men. The men have gotten tremendous backlash for these songs. People forget that Two Live Crew was sued. And there was a moment where Two Live Crew could not record an album because of what they were saying. They were trying to put silence. People forget this. So
right.
That's not actually true. But other than that, I gotta ask you, why do women want to be like men anyway?
I think that it's really just a thing about doing things you're not supposed to do, honestly, or things that women haven't done. We just want to be a part of the conversation. It's all about equality. Okay. We want to be able to do what the big boys can do.
Okay, so now I'm about to dig in then. So if you want equality, if you want to be able to do what the big boys do, I got a question. Why is it that when Meg Thee Stallion got shot in her foot, the very next day she turned into Maya Angelou, and she made this big speech about how black women are unprotected? See, because when I hear that, I turn around and I say, hold on now, don't hold on, sister. Like, you cannot become a sex symbol and become a piece of meat and a piece of ass, and then turn around and tell me that I need to respect you and protect you, because hoes have never been respected nor protected, ever.
So, I mean, just because a woman is sexually promiscuous and just because a woman is more vocal about her wants and her needs and what she likes to do doesn't make her any less of a woman. I mean, it might make her less of a woman that you desire, but she's still a woman and she does still deserve to be protected. And when Meg got shot, there was stuff flying both ways, period. There were people who had positive and supportive things to say and people who had negative things to say. And it's all because she is a more sexually explicit woman. She still deserves to be protected just like Maya Angelou would, regardless of how you feel she carries herself.
Why?
That's it.
But tell me, okay, you said she still should be protected as Maya Angelou. Okay, so like, make me understand why. And I kind of hate using the words because I don't know her. It's just this is what she shows us. But why would a hoe be protected and respected the same way Maya Angelou is? I mean, this goes both ways, right? A bum ass dude, a dude that don't take care of his kids, don't work, don't do shit. He's never gonna get the protection or the respect of a dude that goes to work and handles his business, of a high value man. We don't value low value men the same way we value high value men and just turn around and say, well, he's a man anyway. So,
Right. And what that all boils down to is it's a big part of the reason why women like Megan Thee Stallion do the things that they do and say the things on the regular that they say. My promiscuity, it it may determine my value to you, but it doesn't determine my worth. Period. End of the day, you have to respect people. You respect them to a certain extent. You don't like her music. You don't like the things that she says. You don't have to. That's not going to stop her from doing what she wants to do, and that's not going to stop her from being the woman that she is. That might just be her music. That might not be her on the everyday. We got to think about it. We're talking about the entertainment industry. People pump fake every day, and that's not to say that she is, because I hope that she's about exactly what she says. But like the problem, where it becomes men versus women is, you know, people live their lives and they do the things that they do every day. Everybody has choices, you know what I mean? But just because you was a hoe once don't mean you're going to be a hoe forever. Period. She might be speaking to who she is at the time, and somebody's going to love her regardless. I don't understand why. If it's not for you, then it's not for you. But like, if a woman wants to feel sexy and if a woman wants to be seen that way, because obviously she does, that's the music that she's making. I mean, somebody's going to respect it and somebody's going to feel it. But it be the people that don't, that try to obliterate it all together, and it's simply just not for them.
mm-hmm. Okay, I mean, hey, I'm hearing you. You know, I don't have much of a pushback, you know, because you're making valid points, and you know, I got you. But before I let you go, I'm gonna ask you one last question, and this is gonna be a loaded question. So come with your A game.
I'm ready.
All right. So look, I'm trying to figure out how this song or this video is beneficial to anyone. Right now, as black people, we're on the world stage. We're on the world stage. The world is watching us, and we're trying to fight for freedom, peace, and equality, right? As a people, as black men and as black women, we are viewed as over-sexualized freaks that cannot control our sexual appetite. That is our reputation. Our women right now are married at a 26% clip. That means that only 1 out of 4 black women will be married ever in their lifetime. 1 out of 4. So my question to you is, how is this good for anybody? I mean, how is it good to promote this type of stereotype to the world that's watching? To white men, white women that have never met a black woman, but this is what they see from black women. How is it good to our children? I got 2 sons. I'm trying to figure out how it's good to our sons. Because I'm going to tell you something about men. Men do not like proud hoes. We might smash, but we don't really like proud hoes. So my sons could easily look at this video and be like, man, black woman is wild. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to ask you is, we don't have any type of balance. We don't have a lot of depictions of sisterhood, of black queens. What good is this video? Like, who benefits from this video or this song?
So, this answer, you honestly make me kind of surprised. I look at it very simply like this. Everything that's good to you isn't good for you. I don't think that there is anything other than a quick body positivity promotion and fly your freak flag or whatever. I don't think that this will positively uplift anyone in any way other than sexually. And that is a problem, and that is a problem that we do face as black people. But that's the entertainment industry at the end of the day. Like, that's what the people want. The people want to have sex. Like, it's true. Everybody just wants to have sex. 2020 is terrible. Everybody's stuck in the house, and everybody wants to have sex. And everybody wants to talk about it. And for the longest time, only the fellas was allowed to talk about it. and now the women are ready to talk about it, and it just makes us feel. It makes some of us. I mean, some women that are comfortable to say those things that other black women aren't comfortable to say. It just makes us feel good. That's what Jada said. She entangled because it made her feel good.
She did, right?
It makes
She
us feel
did.
good.
She did. I ain't felt good in so long.
Period. I just want to feel good.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Well, listen, Alyssa, I appreciate you so much for coming on, and I want you to come back on because I value your opinion. We've had private conversations that don't nobody even know about. So
For sure.
I definitely value your opinion. Come back on the show.
Anytime.
All right. Thank you so much.
No problem. See ya.
All right. I hit the wrong button. I hit the laughter button, but we definitely ain't laughing at the sister. We applaud him. We applaud him. So, hey, man, that's two ends of the spectrum, man. We got one sister saying, you know what, they out of pocket. We got another sister saying, man, let her rock out, man. So now, at this point, we're going to go ahead and get some warrior spirit up in here, man. We're going to see what the fellas think about this shit. Huh? Y'all want to hear what the fellas think about this? Let's see, man. Call my boy Marquise, man, from Aliquippa, man. Let's see what he's talking about, man.
Hello.
Bro, Marquise, what's up, man?
What's going on, my man? How you doing?
Hey, nothing, man. Welcome to the show, man. You on Everybody Hates Poke Radio, bro.
My man.
This is Marquise from Aliquippa. Hey, bro, I'm happy that you came on, man. I saved you for last, man. I wanted to get the ladies out of the way because that's what we're discussing. We're discussing our sisters, man. We're going to put them in the forefront. Definitely trying to do the show. We don't want to bash our sisters in no way because I know you. We both love black women, so that's definitely not the situation. But we're talking about this WAP video. We're talking about this WAP song, man, and it's extremely polarizing. A lot of people feel that it could be detrimental to black people, our fight, our cause, our overall movement. And there's a lot of people, mainly sisters, that are rocking with it, man, saying females deserve the right to express their sexuality. And they think this is cool, man. I want to get your opinion. Where do you fall? Which side of the aisle are you on?
I mean, in all honesty, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm into the video. I like the visuals. Anytime I see videos and stuff like this, you know, as a man, I do like to look at it. I do enjoy it. But I look at it like anything else. It's entertainment. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem with women, you know, wanting to, you know, show their sexuality or anything like that. But what I do have an issue with is the people who are saying that things like this, videos like this, songs like this are teaching young girls, women how to be whores. And I just don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I think there's other factors that lead up to women leading that kind of lifestyle, not really so much what they seeing on TV or what they hear in the music. But I don't have an issue with it. I mean, this is nothing new. I mean, I'm 35 years old, you know what I'm saying? I've been, you know, you take back to Lil' Kim, you know, and I'm sure there were people even before her back in the days that had some kind of raunchy lyrics or whatever the case is. So, again, like I said, this is nothing new that we've seen before. And then on top of that is like with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, I mean, what do we expect from them two?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when they first came out, boom, they pretty much put it out there. This is what y'all gonna get. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So and sex sells. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people know that. So I mean, both of them is hot right now. Been having some, you know, good music. Cardi B, you know, has some good music for the past, you know, few years or whatever the case is. But like I said, sex sells. Men want to see it. It's 2020. Women are starting to get a lot more comfortable in, what they wearing, what they say, what they do. Like, so it's just, I mean, I do understand that people may feel some kind of way about, this being out there for their kids to see. But again, like I said, it's 2020. It's really hard to monitor, so your kids' social media all the time, YouTube, all of that kind of stuff. So it's like, I do understand people feeling some kind of way about this being out there, for their kids to see. But I was just having a conversation with somebody not too long ago, and I asked them, like, we never get up in arms about the movies that we see, all of the sexuality, and then especially with, all of the homosexuality that we're starting to see way more in movies and TVs, and the women that I have seen, or the people that I have seen that were talking bad about this video and this song, are the same kind of people who watch what's the name of that show? I haven't watched it in a long time, but Terrence Howard.
Empire.
Empire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like the people who have something to say about this, watch that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, again, I put it in a bucket of entertainment. Me personally, I have a 13-year-old daughter who will be 14 soon. I have conversations with her about this type of stuff. We talk about the double standards. I tell her there's going to be things that you can do that your brother not going to be able to do. There's going to be things that your brother can do that you can't do. But then I do explain, you can do them. You can definitely do what your brother do, or any other man out there. But you're just going to be looked at in a different light. And if you're okay with that, that's on you. But I just try to keep it real with my kids and let them know what's really going on, instead of just being like, this is bullshit, this is fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Like, these bitches is hoes. Like, it's art, it's music to me. If you don't like it, don't listen to it, or don't watch it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my take on it. You know what I mean? I know some people probably be like, yeah, this motherfucker wild. You know what I'm saying? But that's just I'm fairly, you know what I'm saying, lenient when it comes to things like this and music.
I can't lie to you. I'm a little surprised by your answer. Bro. Like,
no, but again, I love black women to death. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's no better woman on this planet than a black woman.
Let me ask you something, because that's how I feel. I love my sisters, man, and this is where my frustration comes from. The love for my sisters. Now, did you know that at this point in 2020, only 26% of black women will ever be married?
I did not know the exact numbers on it, but I did see or read something about, if, out of 20 black women, only 6 of them would be married or something like that. So I didn't really get a percentage of it, but it was something, along those lines. And that's crazy that you say that, though, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if this is a little off, but, I have conversations with, some older women that I'm cool with. And, they outnumber us by so much, black women to black men, you know what I mean? And I know they feel like I'm fucked up when I say it, but I'm like, especially like, with the stats that you just gave me. And it's like, since y'all outnumber us by so much, it's like, y'all damn near have to share. And they look at me crazy when I say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody want a man. Everybody want to have a man and all that stuff. Well, and I explain to them, from how I feel that, I kind of do feel bad for black women because, there is a shortage of us.
But hold on. Because you're saying you feel bad for them. This is where I start feeling bad for them. This is
okay,
bro.
Okay, that makes
41.
sense. That makes
I'm 41,
sense.
and this is the very first time in my life where I feel myself at odds with black women, because I'm not understanding why black women love the thing that hurt them the most. You're already in competition because you outnumber your man. Your man is going to prison. Your man is not living up to what he's supposed to be doing. He's not providing the way he's supposed to be doing. Okay, so your numbers already cut low. I need to know why a black woman would support ratchetness and promiscuity being promoted. That's what they should be the ones raising their hands like, oh, hold on, whoa, stop this. Stop. Because, you know, they listen, when you look at Love and Hip Hop, the number one supporter of Love and Hip Hop is Black woman.
Yeah, I don't watch that bullshit though.
Right. That's it's making you look terrible.
Right.
And this is so you got a 13-year-old daughter. I got two sons. Right?
Mhm.
Now as a man, I'm sure you agree with me on this one, man, but dudes, we don't love proud hoes. Right?
Of course not.
Right. No dude likes a proud hoe. Okay.
Correct.
All right. So when my 8-year-old and my 15-year-old is watching Meg Thee Stallion, what do you think they're seeing? They're seeing proud hoes. And why would they want to grow up and be with a black woman that's a proud hoe? It's just a bad look. You feel what I'm saying? It's a bad look, and it's promoting it. That's the real issue. It's promoting it.
Well, see, and then I kind of look at it as, you know, when the whole gangster rap thing came out, or even just rap in general, like Future, you know, he would have all of these songs about popping pills and yada 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 and all of that kind of shit. But then they, you know, come to find out, he don't even live that kind of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, is there a way? Like I said, because the way that I look at this is entertainment, but I do understand that, especially at a young age, you're influenced by pretty much everything you see and that you hear. So if you're watching these kind of videos, you know, day in and day out, of course that's going, you know, the visuals are very important, especially to young people and just people in general. You know what I mean? But is there a way that we can separate the entertainment aspect of it and to just be like, you know, are we just automatically labeling them hoes because of what it is that they're rapping about? Or
Well, it's not a label. I mean, their song, they're saying in their song that they're a hoe. That's what they're saying. They're saying I'm a hoe.
And you know what? Like I'm not really a big fan of either one of them like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I hear their music. I did listen to WAP. I think it was the day before yesterday. I heard it for the first time, and listening to it, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, you know, in my brain, I'm just like, yo, I've heard so much worse from artists. You know what I'm saying? Whether male or female. And but I will say this. This is not some kind of shit that I'm really trying to be listening to. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when it comes to male artists, I don't want to hear, you know, getting how much you getting your dick sucked and how many bitches you got in all your cars and all your money.
There you go. It's lame both ways.
Right. And how I look at it is,
I agree.
you know, I was listening to Tariq Nasheed, one of his shows the other day.
Shout out to Tariq.
And he was, shout out to him. But I agree with him that there's a time and place for everything. And the things that are going on right now, it's like, was this really the time that you wanted to put this music out here like that? Yeah. You know what I mean? Because like he was saying, you know, even the female rappers at the time, you know, they were rapping about what pretty much is what's going on. You know what I mean? Yeah, they'll make their music, you know, to get their radio hits and all of that type of stuff, but they were still making music about, you know, what was going on, and you know, at that point in time. So that's why we would have, you know, a lot of rappers, you know, Tupac and the NWAs and all of that kind of stuff who would, you know, talk about what was going on in their communities as far as, you know, the injustices of the police and all of that kind of stuff. But it seems like, you know, nobody wants to listen to a conscious rapper now, especially a female conscious rapper. Like the only one that I'm really big on right now is Rhapsody. And, you know, a lot of people don't know about her because maybe it's possibly that, you know, she's not talking about sucking dick and, you know, dropping his ass on that. That's, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to, you know, she's dressed, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't, you know, her social media, she's not, you know, got her titties hanging out and her ass cheek, none of that type of shit. So she's not going to get as much play or as much recognition as the female rappers who are talking about. So I really feel like a part of this now, it could be, you know, selling your soul, you know what I'm saying, for the money, but I feel like they're doing it because they know it sells more than anything. But well, again, how
always sells.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Let me say this, and I'm gonna give you the last word, bro.
Okay.
So this is one thing that's been on my mind. Proud hoes, right?
Mm.
Okay. So just the other day, other week, Meg got shot in her foot. Now,
Right.
she gets shot in her foot. The next day, she come out. She low-key trashing black men and saying that, you know, black women are not respected and black men are not protected.
Right.
And it just bothers me because it's like, yo, man, like, there's never been a point in time, any race, black, white, Mexican, whatever, there's never been a point in time where the hoe's been respected or protected. There's only
Agreed.
There's only one person that protects a hoe, and that's the pimp.
The pimp. Exactly. Yeah.
And in this case, the pimp is the record executive. They're gonna protect them
Correct.
because they bringing in the money. But other than that, ain't nobody protecting you. Ain't nobody
Right.
respecting you. You know what I mean?
And you know what? I agree with that 100%. You know what I'm saying? Is you want to do and say whatever it is that you want to. You know what I'm saying? And then the people who aren't with what it is that you're putting out here, now you want to look at them some kind of way because they're not coming to your defense.
Right.
So I 100% do agree with that. I definitely agree. You know, I mean, don't protect you. What does she want protecting from? Is what I'm.
Yo, literally, like I don't know all the facts of the situation, but literally, this is what I do know. She was at a party. They was all drinking a lot, and she was kicking it with a dude that had a gun on him. Right? All of that is dangerous. All of that is dangerous.
That's a recipe for the
That's
disaster.
the recipe for disaster, right? But then on top of that, see, Tory Lanez is small as hell, and Meg the Stallion, which I mean,
She's a big girl.
Yeah, she's a big girl. Like that Stallion shit. You're a big ass chick, man. So
Yeah.
So I mean, what I'm trying to say is she put herself. Oh, what I want to say is, based off of her music, right? Could you imagine her mouth? Like, could you imagine like just dealing with her? You know what I mean? You drinking, you at a party and shit. There's no telling how promiscuous she is. There's no telling what she did, what she said. I am not promoting. I'm not justifying a woman getting shot in her foot. But what I am saying is, the motherfucker might have been scared. He might have been.
Yeah, I mean, shit,
He might
they
have
talking
been-
about.
He might
They
have
saying
been.
he only like 5'2", 5'3". You know what I'm saying? He easy probably got to be 5'10", 5'11". So yeah, you know, I don't know the details of what happened. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I mean, I still feel like that's some suck ass shit. You know what I'm saying? To shoot a chick in her foot, like that's some bitch shit to me. You know, I would just leave the situation.
It sounds like he's scared. He sounds like he's scared. Like, why'd you shoot her in the foot? That sounds scary. That just sounds real scary.
I'd rather you just run
Yeah.
than you shoot her. That's how I feel. You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Hey, that footage
But-
would have got out if I'm running from Meg. Oh man.
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh,
I guess it's a lose-lose situation either way. You know what I mean? But damn, the shooter though, come on, bro.
The moral of the
But-
story, the lesson is you don't want to be fighting with a female. Period. You know what I
At
mean?
all.
Yeah.
At all.
Nobody's promoting that. All I'm trying to say is that you cannot just put yourself in terrible situations and then demand respect. For instance, I mean, it's the same with men. I cannot walk into a bar. I can't walk into a bar, and have money falling out my pockets and then get drunk and just, I can expect to get robbed. You know what I mean?
No,
If I'm being-
that's what's going to happen. That's going to happen.
Yeah, if you put yourself in a dangerous situation and you being an idiot, then you know what I mean. She's not putting herself in good situations when you sell ass, because that's what she does. She sells ass.
Mm-hmm.
When you sell ass, you gonna find yourself in some sketchy ass situations, man. That's all I'm trying
Agreed.
to say.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, when you put yourself in certain situations, you can expect for certain things to happen,
Yeah. Hey,
and that's
man,
how I see it.
I appreciate you coming on, man. Hey, you hit me with a different opinion, man. I'm like, oh, okay.
Hey, it's kind of hard for me, I mean, even though it's a male artist who put it out, but Tip Drill is my favorite music video of all time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was one of the kids that 11, 12, 13 who would get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to watch Uncut.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So like I said, I mean, I think it's all when it comes to the younger women watching things like this. I think it basically comes down to conversation with them. I really feel like that's what it boils down to, because that's what I do with my kids. I let them know it's entertainment. This person might not even live this kind of lifestyle, but you gonna follow behind this motherfucker, and she might not be no hoe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And now you out here in this little ass town fucking every time they can hair. You know what I'm saying? Now you the town hoe, and So I just think it's all about making good decisions and also having somebody that can explain certain things to these young people. So
which is us. It's just that's why having these shows and these programs is very important. You can put it on your social media, because what we're doing is we're really trying to build from an intellectual level. Like we're trying to think things through and talk about it, as opposed to just being on the surface and saying, "Oh, this is all good. This is all good." I could tolerate. I had a young lady on the show. She says it's all good. I could tolerate that. I want all sides out there, but I just want some balance. You know what I mean? Just some balance.
I feel you, but one of my last things that I'm gonna say though is, if you gonna be a hoe, if that's the type of lifestyle that you just absolutely want to live, you know what I'm saying? I mean, my suggestion to you is just, be the best hoe you can be. Shit.
Yeah,
if that's the route that you want to go, you know what I'm saying? Just be the best you can be, I guess. You know what I mean?
No hating on hoes, man. I mean, as a man, I'm sure we can agree. As a man, like we mess with hoes. You know, we mess with hoes, man. You know what I mean?
Listen, I say to my homies sometimes, I just feel like, what would the world be without them?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what would the world be without hoes? So, like, what I mean? It's not like, but what I do caution against is being a proud hoe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's no different from anything. You know what I mean? Like, we got drug dealers out there, but I kind of don't rock with the proud drug dealer. Like, just know you're doing wrong. That's all I'm saying. Just know you're doing wrong. You know what I mean? I was telling somebody this, man. I want your opinion on this. We're talking about hoes, right? Okay. So, from a man's perspective, from a man's standard, I should say, a man's standard, most women are hoes. Most of them. Let me explain what I'm trying to say, right?
I'm listening.
All right. So, we got women that we look at as a hoe. She's a fucking hoe. Right? Everybody knows she's fucking everybody.
Right.
But then you got dime pieces over there. You got 8s, 9s, and 10s over there. They're fucking too. But these are the ones that just, they're not proud hoes. They keep their business on the low and they move how they move. Right?
They'd be real discreet about their stuff, right?
Yeah, they're discreet. But we know that they fucked a lot of dudes. But we still will wipe that woman, right?
There's a better chance of her being with somebody in a committed relationship than the proud hoe. I'll say that.
Exactly. Yeah. I shouldn't have said wife. You know what I mean? But you'll get with her. You'll make her your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? You'll take your ass down to Ruth Chris Steakhouse.
That's a fact.
You'll do that, but you ain't gonna do that for the proud hoe. For the proud hoe gets the least amount of treatment. Like, proud hoes, the point I'm trying to make is proud hoes never fucking win. See, Cardi B and Meg, they're putting on this shit, but a proud hoe never ever fucking wins. Ever.
I'll agree with that. And then at the same time, there's an age limit on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got it.
There's an age limit.
And most women don't know the age limit. What you think the age limit is?
As far as being a hoe?
Yeah.
I think. Here's my thing. I think it depends on when your hoe stage starts. Because you have some women, you know what I'm saying, they may be, with a guy from, 16 to 25, and they've really just been with him, so they don't really know. They haven't had that experience. So, when that relationship is over and she's kind of like, damn, I never really got to live life. And now maybe from 26 the 32, she may just be out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? So I think it all depends on where you're at in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the older women that I know, I'll say 40 and up, you got some here and there that's still doing their thing, but they're discreet about it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like they know that, they too old to be, having a revolving door of guys. You know what I'm saying? But again, like I said, I really do feel like it depends on just where you're at in your life. But if I had to put an age on it, I say, once you start knocking on them the 40 doors, you know what I'm saying? Once you start knocking on that door, you more times than not, people just in general want some kind of stability and to be with one person.
Right.
So I do feel like once you start once you start doing some 30s and starting to wind down, it's probably time to wrap it up. Because like I was saying, there's an age limit on it, and how long do you feel like your average hoe is still gonna look good?
But it's not about looking good. Like this
That's true.
This is the sad part about it, man. A woman, man, by the time they're 28, they are out of their prime. They are out of their prime.
I disagree with that. Because I feel like once women get about 33, 34, I feel like they're in their prime.
Sexually.
Okay, you got me.
Sexually.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You are correct.
I'm talking about as far as wifing them up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Wifing them
okay.
up. You know what I mean? If you get past 28, because think about it. Most women, when they're 23, 24, that's their fucking dime stage right there.
I'll agree with that.
That's their dime stage. You that same dime, all right, you take her to 34, now she's 34. You know how many failed relationships that is? How many dudes that ran through it? Probably a couple kids. You know what I mean? Her attitude is totally different, bitter, resentful, mad, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So as a man, like, you know what? That's a whole topic for a whole nother day. We're getting into some other shit.
I got you.
But man, yo, it was good having you on the show today, man. Come through again, man. You know we're gonna build, man.
No doubt.
All right, brother, man. Have a good one. Man.
I do look forward to hearing what you got to say more about Biden and your girl Kamala, though.
Oh shit! Hey, I'm happy you brought that up, man. I'm so disappointed with that, man. You know what? Me and you, we gonna do a show on that tomorrow, man. We gonna do a show on that.
Just let me know, man.
My man. Thanks, Marquise.
You know it.
Yeah. Man, that's a wrap, man. We did a show, man. We did another show, man. I'm not going to go into no more detail, man, because we had a lot of good opinions out there, man. Hey, man, wherever you at with things, man. You know what I mean? Like, share, and subscribe, comment, call in. Let me know how you feeling about it, man. Either way you look at it, man, WAP is out there, man. You know what I mean? Enjoy it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? I got my own opinion on it, man, but it ain't gonna change shit. So just enjoy it for what it is, man. And that's a wrap, man. Y'all be easy. Like, share, and subscribe.